Hey everyone and welcome back. You've seen those wild immersive shows at the Las Vegas Sphere with those crazy projections, but it's always bands like U2 or Backstreet Boys, not the stuff that we would love to see. But that is just about to change with the world's first black metal show in Prague's newly renovated Planetarium, featuring two bands, Mysticum and Vemod, that are already famous for their projections. And to make it even better, the technology used at the Prague Planetarium is even more up to date than the one in Las Vegas. So when I heard about this, I had to go and find out more about the Prague Death Mass. That's an underground festival with over 30 bands, both well-known and lesser-known bands, set in the heart of Europe in Prague. So I got a hold of one of the organizers, Michal Kusak, to unpack this historical event. Let's dive in. I'm here with Michal Kusak, one of the organizers of Prague Death Mass. Nice to meet you.
Hi, Mark.
We're going to talk about this festival. Prague Death Mass take place when? When is it happening?
It's happening at the end of October this year, so specifically starting on the 29th October and ending on the 2nd November. So it's actually approaching pretty fast in about 6 weeks' time.
Okay. And this year's edition is bigger. I mean, like you have what, like 35 bands going to be performing. What
Correct.
are some of the kind of the highlights of the lineup, just for the audience to kind of get it, what bands are going to be there? You know, can you name 5 or 6 bands that I knew 2 bands from the lineup? So can you name 5 or 6 bands that people will be excited about? I know they will be excited about the whole thing, but
now there are bands that I'm personally extremely excited about having this year at Prague Death Mass. One of them being Blasphemy. Blasphemy never played in Czechia. It's a cult. It's a legend. And we know that a lot of people have been waiting for Blasphemy. What else? I mean, there are so many bands. I love all of them, by the way. But I would also highlight that Mortuus from Sweden is another band that I'm personally very happy about. That's actually the one that I knew. Yes. Very good. I'm super excited to welcome Vemod back to the lineup, and Vemod are actually coming for 2 shows. Okay. One is going to be the main event, and the other one is going to be in the Prague Planetarium for a special set. And then I would like to also mention a few French bands that we are going to have. So Surpassing, which is a band centered around BST from Alsot, so one of the prominent figures from the French black metal scene. Personally, I'm so happy to have another band from Sweden called Hild, which is like a thrash black metal band. The other band that I knew. Fantastic. So you probably know that it's a band with Lars Broderson, who was the drummer of Marduk. Yeah. And who also recorded the Funeral Mist albums. So I'm so happy to have Lars over here.
There are going to be 2 pavilions. One will be music and one will be kind of food, bars, breakout area, right?
So at Výstaviště we do have 2 halls. They are identical, like 20 meters apart from each other. One will be for the concerts, so whenever you want to watch the concerts, that will be fully equipped, fully ready to deliver what it needs to deliver. If you want to chill, you can go just 30 meters into the next hall. There will be space to sit, so you can relax, recharge before you come back. And that space will be obviously a bit more quiet, so you can talk to your friends. Drink beer. Eat food. Buy some metal, right? Vinyl, CDs, whatever. And last but not least, the Planetarium is the reason, because there is nothing else like that in Europe.
Yeah, and that's what I wanted to talk about that next. The Planetarium, which we're sitting in now, is really newly renovated. And as far as I understand, then this dome that we are sitting under here now, we can't show that, but it will be on the video. Yeah. This dome is actually the same technology and installed by the same people that did the Sphere in Las Vegas, right?
That's correct.
But more up to date. This is even better technology.
It is even better technology. So same company that did the Sphere in Las Vegas, higher resolution as far as I understand. Obviously this place is much smaller than the Sphere, but it's a bit more advanced. But if you know the Sphere, then you probably know what to expect. Yeah.
So we're basically going to have there 2 bands playing, projecting. You will be in a, I don't know, what is that, 360 degrees or something? Yeah, 360. Yeah.
All over.
Projections from those bands of whatever they use in their usual concerts.
Or something that they prepare especially for this concert. So maybe I can elaborate a little bit on this so that people don't get confused. So, because some people know Mysticum from Norway, industrial black metal, and people who know Mysticum, the fans, they know that they are well known for their projections, and they do special performances. But I guess the fans of Mysticum have seen that. So, when we talk about having Mysticum in Planetarium, you are going to see different Mysticum. Not what you have seen at other festivals, at other performances. It will be different, right? But it will be with a 360-degree projection. What is it that they are going to bring? We don't know, but we do know that the band has got a special skill for doing something special, so we know it's going to be good.
Okay.
What they will deliver. And also, if you know Mysticum, you know that they've got an album called Planet Satan, right? It's their second album, and we immediately saw the connection.
Okay.
Not Planet Satan, but Planetarium Satan. So, and when Tomáš Kohn and I spoke about what we do in Planetarium and the idea of Mysticum came up, I immediately saw Vemod being another band providing some sort of a counterpoint, because their music is a bit more atmospheric compared to Mysticum, a bit more mellow, and they've got those cosmic themes.
Yeah,
and
that fits.
It fits, and when you watch Vemod playing normal shows, I mean, when I watched them, I could immediately picture them delivering their set, which in itself is amazing in the settings. And I'm highly excited about being able to do this with Vemod, because it's kind of a collaborative work between the Planetarium, the bands, and us trying to kind of bring them together and do something special. And from the bottom of my heart, I do believe it's going to be special, both bands.
So I'm pretty sure that this is the first time in history, human history, that black metal is played in a 360 surround audio, video, immersive experience. I mean, this is going to be something very special, and this is limited space, right? You will only have 200 and something. I mean, the festival has much bigger capacity, but this one event.
True. I mean, you are right. I cannot recall whether there was any black metal performance in a Planetarium or with this type of projection. Of course, you've got black metal in caves, you've got black metal performances in old castles, in churches, and you name it. You don't necessarily connect that with advanced technology, but if you do know Mysticum, which is like industrial black metal, if you know Vemod and what kind of projections they do, it makes so much sense. And yes, I think this is the first of the kind. I'm sure that people have had ideas before to do something like this, but I've never heard that anyone has actually, done it. And I'm actually quite proud that we are able to do it, and that we are going to deliver something that may not have been seen before.
And what's the background of this festival, Prague Death Mass? What was the idea in the beginning, and kind of what's the vision for it?
So Prague Death Mass is originally a black metal festival. Like, when I say black metal, I mean underground black metal. It started back in 2012, and it was built by and around a band called Cult of Fire, which people would hopefully know. It's one of the Czech black metal bands that actually made it big internationally, and in my view kind of continued in the best tradition of Czech black metal that started with bands like Master's Hammer. So they actually created this small festival back in 2012, and they brought 2 Norwegian bands from the Nidrosian black metal scene. So in 2013, they did like second bigger edition, which was also for 2 days, and they started bringing more bands based on their connections in Scandinavia.
Okay, that's cool. And you're playing actually yourself at this festival, right? You have a band yourself.
I have a band myself. For the original editions of the festival, I was just the attendee, and I absolutely loved it.
Okay. Yeah. So it's basically like a festival created by bands for fans. Like bands were creating a festival to play at themselves, and then it kind of grew out of there, right?
Correct. To bring the bands that they liked, play together, and also bring people from the scene globally together for this type of special gathering.
Okay, so basically what we're saying here is that this edition of Prague Death Mass is it's bigger, it's in a bigger venue, there is more luxury or kind of convenience for the audience. We have this once-in-a-lifetime show in the Planetarium with black metal, which is going to be amazing. I hope that there will be space enough for someone like me in there. But where do you take it from here? What's your kind of vision for this festival or mass, let's say, for the future?
That's an interesting question, and that's something that we always ask ourselves, like, what else can we do with this? The good news is Prague Death Mass is not something that we do every year. I like to say is that we do it when it makes sense and when we have got the right ideas. That's when we do it. If we have the right ideas for next year, maybe we'll do it next year. If the right ideas come in 2027, we do it there. If we don't have the right ideas, then maybe we'll wait for 1 more year, 3 years. So let's see. But definitely the vision is to always offer something special in terms of the bands and the artists that we bring. So we want to grow the festival artistically.
So you're not in this to be rich?
No.
You're in this to create a special experience?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. Okay.
That's great. Thanks a lot for your time. And
Thank you,
I really look forward to your festival. Thank
Same
you.
here. Thank you.
Thank you. So I think this festival in general, and specifically that Planetarium event, is going to be something very special. But I'm going to cover that in a separate video after the festival takes place. So you might want to like this video and subscribe to my channel so you don't miss that one. And if you're interested in more of my interviews, then check out this one here with Mikael Stanne from Dark Tranquility. And then down here is something that YouTube really wants you to see.